Hey there, LT Zeta here, and welcome back to more Let's Play Bug Fables. In the last episode, we did stuff. Honestly, I don't really have too much I can say. Oh, something's going on. What was that hideous screech? This guy, I guess. Good thing I just saved. Just a cute monster. Okay. Bring it on, I guess. Wasn't expecting fights so immediately. Primal Weevil. 1 damage. Alright, you're gonna have defense, I imagine. So this is a boss fight. Is it a mini-boss or a regular boss? 55. Gotta watch out for the feint and knock it down before it calls for help. Help! I don't want help. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Oh boy. Okay. In that case... let's... break you. And now... let's... okay, I have other moves I can do now. Like this ultimate team move that I got. Which I'm very curious about. Let's see if I can do it and not screw it up. Press the buttons shown to set up the attack, then A after hitting an enemy. You know what? I'm not going to do this as Kabu. I'm going to do this as V. As Kabu... what does Fly Drop do? Keep pressing the shown buttons to carry Kabu, then press the button shown. I don't like the sound of that. I don't like the button things. Let's just heavy strike it. I'm nervous. 7 damage is still a whole bunch. That's good. I should have used this. You know what? I'm royal decreeing, yeah. Give me your power. Alright, now another heavy strike. Damn, that's a lot. Alright. Alright, let's try Frost Bowling, I suppose. Press the button shown to set up the attack, then A after hitting an enemy. I'm really confused. What doesn't help, though, is the fact that I don't really get some of the visuals. I didn't really understand when I was supposed to press buttons there sometimes. It's not immediately coherent, if that makes any sense. Whose turn is it? I'm confused. Wasn't that just Leaf's turn? Where did Kabu's turn go, then? I'm so confused. Did I get into a new attack? Because Kabu used a heavy strike. Then I used Leaf for the thing, but now I'm Leaf again, and Kabu doesn't have a turn. V never got a turn. Am I on the same turn? Did I skip a turn, and did V lose a turn and Kabu lose a turn? What just happened? So far, what I'm seeing is Heavy Strike is far more reliable than anything else. I also already wasted Kabu's thing, so I'm just gonna regularly attack here. Do it next time. Oh, give me extra defense. That's useful. Didn't help me there, but whatever. Alright. Skills. Break. Bam. Skills. Heavy strike. Kabu does a lot of damage just on his own. So in situations like that, it's almost better for everybody to just give their turn to Kabu still. Like, Leaf and V do 1 damage. Kabu still does this much damage. It's kind of a no-brainer, really. I'm really confused what the hell happened during that fight, but it wasn't too bad, because of the powers I used. Excellent work. The kingdom is within reach thanks to your efforts. No problem. Halt! Who goes there? Says the queen, who looks like it came from her. Primal Weevil, the new radar is working as the professor hoped. You there, you defeated this beast? You have our thanks. You must be soldiers from the Termite Kingdom. Cross, you're the Ant Queen. Indeed, I bear grave news. Bulgaria and your kingdom are at the risk of a great calamity. What do we do, poi? No one would cross these lands for a cruel joke. It's not for us to decide. Come on, what if it's really serious? Let us talk to your rulers. You ought to let me do the negotiating. At the very least, you saved us the trouble of capturing this beast. We'll meet you back at the gate after delivering the Weevil and informing the Royal Guard. Okay. The king will not be happy to see us, nor the queen. Alright. That went well. Ants are still not welcome in their land, such as our history. Magic Queen diplomacy. Sure. Heal me. Thank you. What if I go this way? Where am I? I knocked down a ruler. And there's an eraser. Oh! So it's just a handy-dandy shortcut. Cool. That was what I wanted to understand. So now I have a shortcut through this place. That's good. So what is over this way now? I accidentally started this episode with a boss fight. Hi. You're here, good. You're free to go in, but Ant Queen, I suggest you go directly to the castle. Straight ahead from the plaza, the less people see you, the less fuss there will be. I understand, we thank you once more. We've had many years of peace, don't make us regret letting you in. Okay, I don't get to break those rocks. Teak Snapehouse, your job is complete, thank you for your service. I hope you'll meet me at the table for negotiations. Don't call her Lisa. So what's... I want to break these rocks and see what's over this way. Cave. Okay. So now we have a shortcut here. I'm assuming this is the last shortcut of the game. I don't imagine there's going to be many other areas. Terminus won't allow us into the city. I don't see why they would. Alright, so we got a shortcut now. We can go to termites whenever we need to. I don't like that these rocks don't stay broken. Why wouldn't you be like Paper Mario in that regard, huh? It's not like the blocks in that game ever come back when you destroy them. Hello. Behave yourself. You have a friend that lives in Forsaken Lands. Okay. What we got in here? T-Mart. Do you like dark cherries? What are these? Huh. Okay. Interesting. That's interesting. Are you alive? Why are you blinking? Stop it. Work, work, work. It's really weirdly, like, technological again. I don't get it. There's just a lot of weird anachronistic elements, I guess. It might not be the best term. How do you get here? I thought people weren't allowed. Dynamite. Colosseum and the Pier. Pier, interesting. That's probably how we get to the next area. Nero. Okay. What you doing back here? Ellipses. Okay. Okay. I don't really know what his deal is, but whatever. Conveyor belts. Well, these are more like just moving sidewalks, I guess. Considering they don't seem to be carrying anything, but they seem to allow just for faster movement. Yeah, they're just moving sidewalks. I'm taking it into account to just explore this town after the freaking desert town and like how many times I just kind of went around places in there and didn't know where I was going or what I was doing or what was even available to me. Oh, hey, we can get some of these bombs now. Interesting. Yeah, I just want to explore right now, since I imagine the chapter's almost done. Unless I have to do something at that Colosseum. Why don't you know where the exit is, buddy? You can just leave, I assume. Hi. I imagine a lot of these NPCs are just like for troubles or whatever they're called, the requests, the missions. I imagine a lot of them are for that. So I'm not really like too concerned about how many weirdos I'm running into. Seems to just kind of be the case, really. The thing that weirds me about the technology, I guess, is just, like, when I see this game and view this game, like, to me, it almost makes sense to be more medieval-like. I mean, I'm using magic ice. Kabu's attacking with his body parts, and V has a boomerang. Like, nothing about that necessarily screams technology to me, and yet we have a lot of it in this. From, like, the vaguely steampunk elements of this kingdom, I guess, is what I might consider it, sort of, I don't know. And the honey hive factory or whatever, and, like, the artificial cloning and technology in labs from Snakemouth's area. And then, but then there's also a lot of fantasy elements and magical elements. It's like, it's this weird mix. And, like, I'm a fan of Kirby. I can get behind, like, weird mixes like that. If that makes sense. But a lot of the time in the, like, a lot of the technological parts of Kirby almost feel magical as well. Like, these are just bugs. Kirby is, like, whatever the heck it wants to be because it's Kirby. But I think that's what it is. It's the grounding in nature of it with... They're bugs. These are just bugs. These are bugs, like, we've also encountered, like, the real world elements, like the giant rulers and pencils and soda cans and whatnot. So, like, there is a concrete world here where it's being taken, and yet, like... You okay, buddy? Alright. Why do I have this ability? It doesn't work with any of the water in this game except for that one cave. Alright. I imagine that's for when we need to leave for the other place and go to that island that they mentioned where I get the toy. I'll explore the Coliseum later. It just weirds me out because it's like, if it was just technological, I think that would make more sense. It's the technology mixed with the magic system. And the technology mixed with the magic system and the fact that there's all this medieval stuff. It's not like V has a gun, although that would be hilarious. It's like it didn't know what it wanted to do, and so it just threw in a lot of elements. That's what it feels like to me. If that makes more sense. It feels like it threw together a lot of different elements because it was like, this is what we want, but it didn't have, like, the most concrete idea, I guess. I don't know. It's really hard to say. Also, I pointed it out earlier, but, like, why... Leaf, if you could always just hover around on an icicle, why can't you do that for all three of us? Why can't you just make a bigger icicle? What's your limitations? What's your excuse? Whatever. Let's just progress story. I really don't like ants. Even though none of us are ants. Okay, well, there's the queen. Let's see what's going on. Hi. Team Snakemouth. You gonna go in? I'm a bit nervous. It's all on your shoulders. Let's go. Let's see what happens. You're big and you're small. The guards just handed me a multi-jolly report. A visitor that will surprise us has arrived. They didn't say any more than that. Oh my dear, it really is. Ellipses. You! How dare you walk into my hall and break the moon's long separation of our people? Your Eminences. That is King Hector the Fourth and Queen Lyra the Second for you, Aunt. My apologies, King Hector, Queen Lyra. Hector the Fourth, not Hector! Dear, watch yourself. You'll faint from disgust. What is your business? What? I won't miss words nor play around the issue. The Ant Kingdom has been raided by the Wasps. My people have been hurt, and the artifacts of old have been taken. The artifacts? So you did find them after so much struggle. And then you incompetently lost them. Indeed, the Wasp King holds power I had never witnessed. Even my loyal knights, V, Kabu, and Leaf, had a hard time with the Wasp King. Nice to meet you. My honor. Threw away that monkey of yours? He was injured in the attack. It would not have been prudent for him to come. Such a varied team, it seems just about anyone can get into Bulgaria these days. What's that supposed to mean? What's it to us, then? You ruled poorly and got your trinket stolen. You presume we should worry, as if our great defenses would be felled by some wasps. This dome of ours has survived storms without a single scratch. You truly think so, that the Wasp King who's found the magic of flame, and will soon attain the full power of the everlasting sapling, shall be of no threat to you? Flame, you say? That sapling is a darn myth that drove your mother insane. Oh, how many more moons we could have had with her if she hadn't been so obsessed. It is not a myth. Watch your tone, Aunt. We found the mask, the tablet, and the key. Or were those myths as well? The king is heading towards the giant's lair, an area none dare tread. He would lead a crazed army towards such a place based on simple hearsay? Open your eyes. Think I would travel the wasteland personally and bear brunt to your crass tone if all of Bulgaria wasn't facing great peril? You think of me so pathetically? I accepted and respected our treaty after our negotiations turned sour. I am not asking you to change your mind in that regard. But if you care for your people, you won't turn a blind eye to the danger heading our way? Dear, calm yourself. You're being blinded by the past. You can't truly mean she swayed you. Ants are unrefined in many ways. They cannot match our intellect either. But they do not yield under pressure and work very hard. It is nature's way. I know you speak the truth, Queen Elizabeth II. Lyra, you were always too soft. And you too stubborn. That's why I am by your side. Why would you ask us? Although it will be for the best for our nations to try and reconcile, right now what we need is a way to head towards the giant's lair. A way to cross the sea. Dear, weren't the scientists... You mean that? You trust them with that? Oh, it's missing just a few touches. It'd be a fun test ride. Will you help us then in protecting Bulgaria? I'm not convinced. You say your knights lost to that puny wasp? You think our soldiers wouldn't match up? I wish for proof of the enemy's strength. We do not think you'd wish for their visit upon your kingdom. That still needs some time to be completed. Before then, I would have you participate in our ancient tradition. Ah, the Colosseum. I knew there was going to have something to do with the Colosseum. That's my type of diplomacy. If your people best our brave warriors, then we might be in a real pickle. Your knights will face off in glorious combat, and then I shall decide. You won't let me join them? I would like for you and I to discuss some other matters as the fight goes on, if you don't mind. Leave it to us, my queen. We'll do it well. They'll see we're not joking around. You'll find the Colosseum around the residential district of our kingdom. Do not dally. Your kingdom is against the clock, after all. We'll start the ceremony shortly after you arrive. I hope you can provide a good show. My apologies, but I'll be counting on you. Do not fail. Alright. I had a feeling that there was going to be something story-related for this Colosseum. It was either that or something completely optional. One of the two options. And regardless, it didn't matter whether or not I did it after things. Now the real question is, do I want to end here or not? Because I don't think I want to start the Colosseum right away. I did do a bunch of exploring, and we did fight a boss in this episode. It might have been a mini-boss, who knows. But we fought something. It was probably a mini-boss, because it was only 65 health, and even, like, the big giant scolipede thing was stronger than that. So, I think I'm going to end here. I'm going to end my entire session. I'll finish this chapter in the next episode of Bug Fables. And then I'll move on to the next chapter afterwards. So, yeah. I feel like I'm probably going to finish recording this Let's Play pretty soon for me, and then it can finally start going uploaded. This is why, this is why I wait until I finish Let's Plays now to start uploading them, because otherwise this would have been really awkward to upload before, with how many months were in between some of these sessions. But I'm doing okay mentally now. And I think I can focus on things. Yeah, I'll get back into the swing of things, and hopefully things will be okay for me. And I won't have Let's Plays like this that are just... It wasn't even necessarily the game's fault in this regard. Like, there were definitely times when I just wasn't motivated to play it. But I think that's mostly just because the gaps were so big. Because, like, other things in my life were going to shit. And then also it was just hard to schedule sessions with so many different people. Especially friends like Kate and Vinyl, who I just... and Kuro, who I just hadn't done things with before. So I didn't know how difficult scheduling sessions with them would be. I didn't move... Okay. I didn't move... my hands are off the controller. But yeah. There's a lot of things going on, but at this point, it doesn't really matter. What does matter is I'm going to finish this Let's Play. I'm going to finish my other Let's Plays. I'm going to do more Let's Plays. And then... stuff. I want to make 2022 better than 2021. So, I'll try my best.